All right, do we have sound now? Do we have audio? Okay, cool. We're back. I probably got to shut off the translator again. Yes, I do. Okay. All right. Um, Insurance has completely shut us down on the stem cell graphics. They are now saying that I have had my limit for the year. Um, and there's nothing that we can do other than apply for it again next January, which is a big pile of horse hockey. Um, yeah, I don't. I may not need it in January exactly. By then, I'm either going to have lost the foot or given up because I just don't care anymore. I mean, for the first time, the doctor's actually worried about my mental health. Um, because I was actually completely defeated when I found that out this morning. Um, they are looking at some other. Uh, I I I didn't I didn't I don't understand what she was talking about, but they were talking about a different type of an application to use, and that may work. So they're going to try and apply for that and see if we can get that to work, or see if the insurance will let me have that. I mean, it's really so stupid. I mean, they really want to pay $3,000 every Tuesday for me up here, or pay for a few more rounds of graphics done with it. Um, I mean, it looks good, but the undermining was back this week, and that bothers me. Not big, but it was definitely bad. Um, Although, in all honesty, I had the nurse that I can't stand today, and I don't think she can read measurements for crap because she's always got weird measurements. So the measurements may have been her problem. I won't know for sure till next week when I see one of the other nurses. Hey, Eddie. Hi, the moose. So that's what it. That's where we stand, or sit, because we're not supposed to stand. Uh, Trying to get out from behind this truck so I can get out of this congestion area. Anyway, so we'll see what this new procedure is next week because she's pretty confident she can get that through. Or new substances, whatever the process is. I should have just asked her if I could record it because she's one of the few doctors that will allow me to record what you say. Until my daughter got her new job, she used to come up here every week with me because my memory sucks. So she'd come up with me and remember all the crap that I could. And then for a while, I would record doctor appointments. And then I started getting in with other doctors, and they all refused to let me record them. All right, Greg, did you actually say fabrics or is the translator doing that? Nope, it's the translator because Karen just did it too. Damn it, I shut that off. Yep. Every time somebody types tiger, it says fabric. Yes, you own fabrics, except for that one time when it said clothes. And Sibby made me a nice new banner. That turned out really cool. Anyway, so yeah, it was a disappointing appointment to say the least. And I was going to run the banner this morning, but I couldn't. YouTube wouldn't recognize it. I had to go post it into my YouTube page in order for YouTube to recognize it as a usable picture, I guess. Man, this is just a crappy day all the way around. Should have known when I got out of bed, felt like crap, didn't want to go. The weather's crap. It's gonna be a crappy day all the way around. Well, I'm gonna take a shot at that. Is it Massimo? Hi, welcome in. Hey, Simon. Yeah, the visibility. I know it's bad for you guys. It's bad for me too. I think once we get on to 167, it should be a little better just because there won't be as much traffic. All right, now we should be back. All right, now we should be back. Are we back now? Hi, Mona. Yes, we're back. All right, cool. Let me shut off the translator again. Get my mirror heat back on because this is just ridiculous. Again? Okay. Okay, are we back now? Somebody give me a sign that we're back. Oh, accident. Five by five now? Okay, thank you. Well, Sylvia and I have this game where we tell each other to reset when the picture goes to crap. So I've gotten two different times she's told me to reset. So I'm gonna cheat and go around this truck in the carpool lane. He's going 35 miles an hour in the left lane on the freeway. Still a silver alert going. It'd be nice if they'd tell us what color the car was. It just says RAV4 and the license plate number. Turn off the translator again. I got to figure out how to shut that off permanently. I think I turned it on when I was watching. I watch a lot of dark history, and some of it's in uh, German and in French, and so I run the translator on those ones so I can watch them. So it may be that by doing that, I have inadvertently set myself up to have that translator turn on all the time. Jesus, what's with all these people in the carpool? Yeah, they all weren't supposed to be here. That's what it is. Okay, now I can set the cruise. Aim. Nasty day to be out working in the rain. Now these people going below the speed limit on the freeway driving nuts. Come on, people. Idiots on the roadway. Idiots on the roadway. Hey, they finally tried to change that billboard. That's been a pot sign for 2 years. Oh, cool. We got rid of the Tesla. That turned. Now he's going to leave the right one on for the rest of his life. Um, just ridiculous. What else is going on this week? Sunday, I believe we're doing brunch ideas on Munchie Mafia. Uh, we're back to being slowed down on carpool. Um, and I suspect we're going to do a video on the smoking that we're going to do this afternoon. Whoa. Puddles on the freeway. Apparently, Eddie's done. That's good. Drive across the line, dude. That's what they're there for. Yeah. Man, really well. A nap definitely sounds like a good idea, Joey. Yeah, blood thinners suck. Hi, Share Bear. Thanks for coming back in, honey. A ladder for what? Where do you want to look? And I don't want you up on a ladder with your shoulder anyway. Yes, I have a ladder that will get me up at the gutter over there. Gary's a hunter. He probably already has electric saw. Wow, the puddles in the freeway are getting worse. Just coming back, just coming past Jovita Day. Now I'm well south of Auburn. I'm at Stewart. Hey Lee, thanks for coming in, buddy. Yeah, generally we get our summer weather after the 4th of July. It'll be warmer in June, but open up the state fairgrounds for 2 or 3 weekends in April and have a spring fair. Finally. Okay. Yes, Jolene, it's still raining. This is Western Washington. Yeah, you guys are supposed to be notorious for rain too. Okay. We made it. Uh-oh, post bad. All right, am I still here? Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I had an incoming spam call. I had to tell. Ours is nowhere near that big. Uh-oh. Wonderful. Great. We got to move over a lane. There appears to be a tow truck trying to come up behind us. Nice. Dumbass not paying attention and drove into the wires. To tickle the cow's noses. What else? We're about to go by what used to be Burgers International on the right. They have a large drainage pond right out in front of the building, and that's where our koi came from. Right here. That little light area with the Christmas tree lights around it and the sign is the drainage pond. And the original owner of that building started collecting goldfish and throwing them in there, and they grew into some pretty huge koi. And when I got to be good friends with him, and when I realized he had the koi in there, and he was going to sell the building, I asked him if I could catch a few. And he said, yeah, as long as I didn't catch his monsters. And since Petter sold it, I haven't been back down there. I used to work on the building all the time. But since Petter sold it, I haven't been back in there to see if the koi are still there. It's like 12 by 20 foot by maybe 8 or 10 foot deep retention pond. And of course, I've got to stop at the pharmacy and the grocery store. So yeah, we couldn't get them to eat koi food. They ate the mosquito larvae and anything else that would land in the pond. Yep, tadpoles. Well, yeah, it's basically stagnant water. I mean, it's cycling, but there we go. Now I can jump over a lane. Well, it's not really because the cattle are drinking it and it's filling up, but I got to get a bigger charger. Phone did die while I was at the hospital, and it's only up to 13% now. I'm climbing back up. around the corner. Hi, Swicky. Thanks for coming in. Well, it doesn't look like there's a line at the pharmacy. Now there is. I guess the word is static, not stagnant. If the water's there and the cows aren't drinking it, and it's not blatantly just overflowing, yeah, she wants to put two ponds on both sides of the sidewalk in front of the house and put a tunnel in so that they can go from one side of the sidewalk to the other. Oops, I got to get my ID out. This is going to be a ideable one. Yeah, that's cool. Long time ago, I used to work for a guy. Well, a guy, very wealthy guy. He owned Norris Homes, which was a huge developer. Probably still is in the area. Uh, and he had a house out on Lake Washington, just south of where Bill Gates' house is. And he put in a huge koi pond all across the front of this mansion, and wanted it heated so that the koi didn't get cold during the wintertime. So I ended up rigging up a system so that he could heat the water in the pond so that it wouldn't freeze over. Didn't heat it dramatically, but it warmed it up enough so it wouldn't freeze. I don't know how you missed that. It's there. I was going to say that when you said he had a couple of videos out about him. All right. I'm gonna mute you for a second as I get up here. Oops, wrong window. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to, I gotta switch bottles. I gotta put the couple I got left over into the new bottle and then dispose of the old bottle. All right. Okay, off we go. Okay, over to Safeway. Boy, all got eaten before we ever started doing YouTube. Although there may be some video of it hanging out over the creek when we lost all that property. Oh, okay. Yeah, luckily it was cement, and enough of it was still up on dry land, so it stayed. All right, guys, we're going into the Safeway parking lot. As those of you who have been here before know, I am about to lose signal, so I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you all for being here today. I love you all, and I will see you at Simon's tonight, I'm sure. Um, have a good rest of your week if I don't, and I'll see you out there somewhere on YouTube. Bye for now.